What is up, A-Team? Welcome back. Awesome here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day. Or not, depending on what, but I hope it is awesome. And yes, we're back at it today to talk more about crypto. The cryptocurrency market is doing phenomenal right now. Anyone that got into crypto over the last couple months is probably sitting in a really good spot. We're seeing a nice little pump in this. And it's been great. It's been great. If you're holding long-term bags, this is kind of what you've been waiting for. A lot of people out there playing the game right now, though. A lot of people out there longing the market, shorting the market. A lot of margin calls being played. A lot of liquidations are actually happening right now. Today's been a crazy day for me. I have not been around the charts a whole lot. I did put some orders in that triggered, and I'm sitting a little bit down right now on some of my orders, but we're still going through it, man. We still have a long day ahead of us here. What goes up must come down to some degree. So don't FOMO in if you're going to be jumping into any of the kind of stuff. FOMO is definitely what hurts a lot of people. That's kind of just where I'm at today. But overall, like I said, the long-term, what we're looking at here on the long-term side is phenomenal, right? I mean, this is what you wake up to. It's nice to see this. It's been doing this since 5 a.m. this morning. Woke up extra early to see where the markets were going. And honestly, it's been great. It's been great, dude. So I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Hope everyone's out there making money. I hope you got out of your shorts yesterday. Oh, yeah, I got out of my shorts yesterday. I got out before I went to bed last night. However, I'm in shorts right now. I tried to hit the top of the market. I'm down pretty good. I'm down. It can come down just as fast as it goes up. It can come down, dude. Markets have shown that. Markets are coming down right now on the new 4 hour. You could know right around this 1 o'clock, which is the new 4 hour. This thing has been pumping, dude. So realize that there's going to be some price action on the way down right now. That's just how markets work, right? What goes up comes down. It can't always go up forever. So you're trying to time that top, and that's kind of where I've been all morning. So trying to figure out positions to buy the top, to short it, and go from there, right? People were long in the market, got out of their longs, and now you're trying to find ways to then come back in and short the market. So yeah, BTC's pumping. Everything's pumping right now, dude. XRP's pumping. BTC's pumping. You got HBAR. Everything out there is looking really, really good right now. So anyone that is in a short earlier yesterday and didn't get out of it or set a stop loss, yeah, you're probably hurting today based off of what we're seeing right now. I mean, XRP back to 240, dude. Dude, Bitcoin's about to break an all-time high. We might break an all-time high here on stream today. I don't know. We're going to find out. But right now, things are looking phenomenal. But before we jump into it, I do want to say what's up to the A-Team. We got Nicholas, Big Easy. We got Stealth. We got Trim Balls in here. We got Ryan, Forsaken, Yosin, Big Easy, Deb, Pipeline, Airson. Good to see you guys. Messy, Leo. We got Patrick, Kenny. Good to see Andrew B. What's up, Andrew B? We got Orden in the house here. Mr. Stein. Good to see Kokor, Abel. What's up, guys? Shannon. We got Shannon in the house here. What's up, man? We got Ultra Mega Pepper. Good to see everyone here, man. We're filling up pretty quickly. We got Tommy Savage. What's up, bud? Concerta. If I miss some of you, I'm scrolling a little fast here to catch up. Chipper, good to see you, my guy. Asrios, I think I said that right. Marty, yeah, good to see you. Frankfurt, Dangerous Dave, what's up, man? Michael, Will, man, we got a lot of people in the house here. A lot of people. 808 Mimis, good to see you over here on TikTok, dude. We got everyone over here. We got XLM follows XRP. Yeah, excellent. Things are doing good, man. Like I said, the markets are playing pretty heavily right now. Things are looking good, dude. I mean, Bitcoin's, like I said, about to break an all-time high. It actually might be breaking an all-time high right where we're speaking right now. So let's actually jump into the charts here. You can see right now, Bitcoin is sitting around 111,750. I don't know if that's necessarily all-time high. It might be right there, right? Yep, we broke an all-time high, dude. 131, dude, is an all-time high. We broke that just literally within this last little stretch here, right before we went on. The 1 o'clock is usually when we get that pump coming up, and then the new 4 hour gets formed here. And you can see right here on the 1 hour, dude. Look at this 1 hour fair value gap on Bitcoin, dude. This is insane, dude. That's a giant on an hour chart. That is probably one of the biggest ones I've seen in a long time. So, what goes up must come down to some degree. When does it happen? I don't know. Does it happen right now? We'll see. Across the board, even the 4 hour. Look at the 4 hour right now. 4 hour is looking crazy. 12 hour, again, still climbing right now. Kudos to everyone that was on here watching Bitcoin hit all-time highs. Can we continue to rally out of this? It's definitely hit that, and it's come down significantly. Come down almost $400 in like a matter of a split second here. You got XRP over here, literally climbing up out of the trenches right now, continually over and over and over again. Yes, we shorted this area yesterday. This area came down, we shorted this area yesterday right here. And we all got out of it. We all made a couple $100 off it. Nothing too crazy. And then we followed this pump up. I think my average on XRP right now, if I go back and look, I'm getting beat up on, I'm about down $200 on my HBAR hit. Haven't hit that one yet. But then my Bitcoin, I'm down about $300 on my Bitcoin short, and I'm down about $100 on my XRP short. I went hard on XRP, dude. I went hard. I have 2,000, almost $2,300 on margin on 20x call. My break even is 240. I put a call in for 240 on that. At 240 hit, it went all the way up to 242, and I was like, oh my gosh. I think I was like almost like $600-700 in the hole right before stream, dude. But 240 is where I put it in at. Now I'm back. I'm roughly right around the $100 down on that one. My Bitcoin's back down about $363 on that short. I tried to time that at 110. Definitely missed that one as well. So, I'm battling through the shorts right now. But, again, look at the charts. The charts right now are telling us that we have a chance to definitely hit this downturn, right? We hit the upturn this morning. The upturn looked fantastic. Everyone was making killer money. People pulled out of their positions. Now it's coming in to try to time that top to be able to swoop in and buy up the liquidity down here, maybe back into the 237s, back into the 236. You can see right here on the fair value gap, there's one at 235, which is a massive level of support. Look at 231, dude. Look at the support level at 231. Massive support level at 231. So, and that's sitting right at the top of this. That's sitting right at the top of this 236 right here is the 231. I mean, dude, this is going to be crazy for the next couple of days. I'm actually really excited to see how this plays out. I haven't really. This is probably the biggest margin I put out there for XRP on a short in a really long time. Again, bullish on XRP. Bullish on XRP. We wrote it. Now it's just a matter of if we can time this to come down and make some money on the downturn of this, because again, you want this to create a next leg, and anything that gets pumped like this is going to eventually come down, settle down. Whether that happens, in the next 4 hours, the next 12 hours, I don't know, but we do know no matter what, the history shows that these will come back down. Even on last pumps over here, where we got to these levels, we did have some kind of, definitely a little bit of a retracement right here, even small retracements. We're talking, 3% killer money when it comes to shorts, right? So we're playing that game. I'm going to be honest with you guys, playing that game, dude. RSI is cooling off really well. We might keep running. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see if we can keep running, right? There has to be some form of relief to take the next steps. Always is, always will be. Whether that's a 1% drop, a 2% drop, something's going to happen in the day at some point. This thing has been on a nasty, nasty rally upward. It's been phenomenal. Like long-term bags, dude, I opened up my long-term bag and I was like the most excited I've been in a long time just looking at my long-term bags. I was like, man, it's good to see them back up there. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're playing some little margin trades here and there, shorting the markets and having some fun. But, yeah, the long-term side of this is like making you feel really good. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter what happens here. The long-term side is amazing. So what is the news on XRP pumping? I mean, you had Brad Garlinghouse talking today. A lot of crazy news actually came out with, Brad Garlinghouse. I put out a tweet today. Earlier this morning, I put out a tweet talking about how, here we go. I'll put it up right here. I put out this tweet. I retweeted this saying Ripple has selected BNY Global right here. BNY Global as a primary reserve custodian for RLUSD. It's an enterprise grade stablecoin, and it's built for real world utility. Basically, this is like the Paxos of BNB. I don't know if you guys were around. Some of you might have been around for when BUSD actually went live, and BUSD went live with BNB, and it was Paxos out of New York City that backed BNB. And when they actually got the backing by Paxos, BNB literally like quadrupled in price over that bull run. I mean, it was insane. It went from like literally, I'm not even kidding you, like $80 up to like $400. It was crazy, dude. And so this was like really big news. So everyone's like, holy crap, like XRP's, just got this deal with BNY Global right here. And this is exactly what you want to see. This is exactly what BNB did with Paxos and or BUSD did with Paxos. And this is a huge deal. It really is a huge deal. And so that's why XRP is running. Now it kind of brings some validity to what RLUSD really is. And so, yeah, I'm very pumped about seeing this. And yeah, $3 is definitely within the horizon. Now you're going to actually be able to use XRP to move RLUSD across blockchains and things like that, which is what the whole goal was from the original onset of this. And then on top of that, you have Brad Garlinghouse speaking in front of Congress today. Some people said that he did pretty good. Other people out there were clowning on him. You got the Bitcoin maxis out there that were clowning on him, clowning on XRP. But it's cool to sort of see him out there doing that. And basically, you have also on top of that, let's not even forget this. I mean, this came out literally almost 30 minutes ago. It said most Fed officials see rate cuts coming. We know rate cuts are coming, dude. I've said this before. If you're shorting the markets, like I'm shorting the market right now, but I'm gambling. I'm literally gambling the market right now. I'm just gonna say, like, that's what it is. It's just straight gamble. It's a street degen to be shorting the market right now. All I'm looking at is indicators. Indicators are lining up for me personally to say, hey, have we reached? Are we going to have a little bit of a retracement here to be able to come in and scalp this? Yeah, we've been on a crazy tear since literally 5 a.m. We're almost 12 hours in. 12 hours in of a crazy rally, which is great. So now it's just trying to time that rally and swoop in, and that's kind of what I'm doing right now. So again, longing the market's the where it's been. Shorting the market's the tough part, you know what I mean? So yeah, and kudos to everyone that got in this morning on those longs, man. That was phenomenal, dude. Yeah, in the Discord, it was great to see everyone jumping in on the longs and riding this up. I put out a tweet last night saying, it's going to be interesting to sort of see what happens tomorrow with Trump coming out here and putting tariffs on countries. But on top of that, we had the Fed's meeting coming out here. So there was like these mixed results out here. And honestly, the crypto market responded really well to these things. You expected there to be maybe a sell-off today because of the tariff, right? But I think the tariffs are baked in, dude. You're not going to budge the markets now off tariff. I don't think people are scared of the tariff anymore. I think we bake that into the markets. The one crazy thing here is that this is kind of where we get a little hung up here, is that right now you have mixed results in the Feds right now. A lot of people are saying that we need to see rate cuts coming here in July. And as you guys know, towards the end of the month, we have the rate cuts coming in here. So we have basically 2 weeks before a potential rate cut. People are actually pushing Jerome Powell. Even people on the Democratic side are pushing Jerome Powell to cut rates because of what it could actually do for the economy and what it could do for even our own pocketbooks. And so you have some people out here that are split. Some people are saying that this could actually happen later down the road. Some people are saying that this could actually happen as early as this month. And it says right here that the officials diverged at their June meeting about how aggressively they would be willing to cut the rates. It says the meeting minutes from the June 17th 18 minutes were released today. And it says right now that most participants assess that some reductions in target range for the federal fund rate this year would likely be appropriate, which is huge, right? We knew that. Now you just got the confirmed. We just got it actually confirmed, which again helped with the pump of the market. And it said right here that temporary and modest, while economic growth and hiring could weaken. So they're trying to still be temporary. They're trying to be modest about this. So that wording is kind of hot. It is kind of a little bit, it's not that great, I guess, from that wording standpoint, but it does say right here that the opinions range from a couple officials who said the next cuts could come as soon as this month, and some, right? We went from a couple to now some who thought no reductions this year would be appropriate. So you still got really mixed results out there, and so people are really gambling on the markets right now. That's just as simple as it gets, dude. So we're still basing it off of all that. What is shorting the market? Oh, you're betting the market to go red. So you long the market, you want the market to go up. So and then when you think that you get to the peak of the market, you short the market. So you come in and you put some perpetual margin calls in and you short the market and you go against the pump, right? So that's shorting the market. Yeah, it's a totally different. It's you're betting the markets. That's what you're doing. You're betting the markets 100%. Yo, Austin, trim the BTC perfect for the short. Hell yeah, dude. The shorts are coming in, dude. I mean, like we're looking right now. I mean, everything indicator wise. I mean, you can see right here. Look at that, dude. We hit up to two. Look at that, almost 243 right now. And, there is going to be some relief. Like, how far does it go? Does it go to 238? Which, again, is healthy, right? Nothing's going to continually go up. Like, it's just not going to continually do that. The hour chart's going to come down here. We're going to hit, 238, somewhere in this ballpark, 237. There's a nice little fair value gap on the hour at 236. We know 236 is a really good one. That's still within the range right now of the 236. Like, we haven't changed this fib because there's no reason to change the fib yet, because we've been on a massive tear upward. So now we're just trying to time these retracements and continually add, continually move it up. So retracements, we're trying to look at, 234. We can come down here. We can see that we did hit fair value gaps. Every time we had retracements, we did come down and hit our fair value gaps. Even yesterday, which was Tuesday, we came down and hit our fair value gap right here at 225. And then we pumped back out. And there was other fair value gaps at the top up here. But on the 4 hour, we hit that one. Now looking like there's on the 4 hour, we have a 235 range. So 225 was yesterday. The 235 range is today for the shorting, right? Whether it hits, I don't know. I'm playing the game. We'll see what happens here. I got a lot on margin right now. And, again, I'm only betting on what I'm willing to lose here. And, if it happens, it happens, right? Set your stop losses and, protect yourself if you can. But I'm seeing, we're seeing this downturn right now. You can even see H-bar right now at 17,111. This is starting to come down. We can see the 4 hour just peaked right now, and it's starting to come down just off that last little rally. The 12 hours are showing on the RSI. These things are oversold. Even on the MACD, this thing has massively grown out of this, this right here. And even during these climb ups right here, you're going to see, even if you go back over here and you see these major climb ups over here, there will be release in these climb ups. So day chart, obviously looking really, really nice as well. Again, go back and look at these. There will be some release in these climbs. So that's all we're playing for. We're just playing for the little tiny release. Hopefully we pick up the next rally, we take to the next step, we put in our longs, we make the next step and continue forward. We'll then try to time that top again. We'll short it. That's kind of where it's been. So I looked up BTC and XRP on Google Trends today, both of which peaked at 100 XRP earlier today. BTC, yeah, it's really good to see that. What the hell has taken them so long? We were getting the full fine. Yeah, you're talking about for cutting the rates, dude. Yeah, the cutting the rates is crazy. I don't know why we waited this long. So I started the stream. I started the stream at like $450 down, $350 down with my XRP short. I'm down $5 now. Actually, now I'm back up $1.80. So we'll see how this plays out today. Where my Bitcoin is down. I got it at 110.14. I'm down about $286 on that one, and then my HBAR one is down. Let's see, this one, my HBAR is down roughly. Let's go back up to my HBAR short here real quick. Like I said, a lot of people in the Discord, were, we long the market. Now I'm down $94. I was down 300 with HBAR. I was down 300, almost $450 at the start of the stream, and we're down to only $94 down now. So you can see the pricing of these things have come down exponentially since the 4 hour. We're only 16 minutes in. So we'll see what happens if this cools down. We're kind of hedging that it cools down. That's kind of what the bet is here, I guess you could say. And it's going to have some volatility involved. So, dude, these markets are super heated, man. I'm feeling that BTC crash could cause an absolute extinction of altcoins. I don't know if it's going to do that. I don't know if it's going to cause an extinction of altcoins, but I mean, I definitely think that this market is actually absolutely insane right now. And there's a lot of people out there that are trading the algo on this. The algorithm on this is pretty crazy too. I mean, people are trying to time the tops. People are coming in and shorting the markets. We'll see what happens here. We'll see what people are able to do. We'll see if I'm right. I got $2,300 on a short on XRP right now. We'll see what happens here. I mean, I only got to go down to probably about roughly. I mean, honestly, dude, when it comes to XRP short, I mean, I only got to go down like maybe not even like a 1%, dude. Like maybe 138, and I'm probably already $1,000 up. So like, it's not that. So that's kind of what I'm. You're kind of betting on. But I mean, right now prices are going up, they're going down. They're kind of still trying to find the floor on this next 4 hour. We'll see if this thing keeps rallying, but eventually we will find a top. I just don't know when it's going to be. Yeah, definitely. There's anyone that wants to know, I use BTCC. BTCC is because Washington just is so regulated with bull crap, and BTCC is a KYOC, or it's a non-KYC, non-VPN. So I use that for my margin calls. I put the link in the chat. I pinned it up top there if you want to click on it. And yeah, if you're in these markets right now, you should be definitely doing some kind of following on the perpetual side, because it just helps you become a better trader, helps you become a better, if you're going to be in crypto, it just helps you be better overall. And I guess everyone on the A team can attest to that. Margin trading gets you involved. Margin trading, even on the demo side, you don't have to trade real money. You can trade the fake money, but it gets you into the mix. It gets you a better understanding of what's going on in the markets. It creates a routine, and it honestly is one of the best things you can do. I think it's going to go straight up. You think it's going to go straight up. I mean, I agree that XRP could definitely come back up to this 265, but there will be reliefs in this, right? We're playing the relief. That's all we're playing. There's going to be a relief to the pumps. Any pump that's out there will be a slight relief to it. It's okay, and that's okay. We want that, right? We want that. You have to have a little bit of a relief to get to the next level. Charts always show that. So. What a day. Yeah, Ripperino, it's been a day, man. Regaining momentum up. It looks like, it's going to have its ups and downs. Like XRP, it's going to have its ups and downs. This next probably 4 hours is going to be pretty interesting to see, which will create a new 12-hour candle, right? So the new 12-hour candle comes around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we're 4 hours away from that next 12-hour candle. It'll be interesting to sort of see how it plays out for real. Did we catch the top? I felt like I caught the top here, right? We're in the green right now, but I mean, at least from an XRP standpoint, we're in the green right now. So we'll see if we caught the top or not. We'll see. Can you explain why you push this short squeeze if people can simply just close their shorts? Can you explain why they pushed the short squeeze if you could just simply close your short? Well, some people don't close their shorts because they are pushing for the top, right? I mean, so what you're doing is you're adding margin to your calls to increase your position, right? So, like for instance, we'll just go to like this right here. Let's just go back to my XRP. So I'm up like $36 now. So if I wanted to add margin to this, right? You're going to go and you're going to add margin to it. It doesn't actually increase your position. It just you're adding money to increase your liquidation price. But what happens is, when you do that, you have to keep adding money to it, keep adding money to it, keep adding money. Well, some are getting liquidated because they're not adding money to it, and it only pushes the price up, right? And when you sell that price on a short, you're buying it at that contract value. So you're basically it's pushing the price up because now you're selling it at the price of not of where you bought it, but actually of where the price is now. So you're adding more money to it. You're putting money back into the markets every time you sell your short, right? Different from the longs. When you sell your longs, it's opposite. So shorts actually adds it to you're increasing the price because it's adding money at that current price to the charts. Does that make sense? So that's kind of how it's playing out. It's like when you're talking about contracts, right? These contracts get liquidated. Same thing, right? You're buying. You have to, but the shorting contract is buying it at the current price, which is basically pushing up the chart because it's buying it at that price. I avoid leverage, super risky. It's basically gambling. Yeah, I agree. It's 100%. Doesn't mean you can't be dude. There's a lot of people out there that do like 2-3x margins. I mean, it's all about controlling your liquidation, controlling your margins, and how risky you feel you should be, right? How much confidence do you have in your charting? How much confidence do you have, of where things are going to go? And again, sometimes I lose all the time. I mean, I'm down right now, $94 on my H bar. I'm up $100 on my XRP now. Down $200 on my Bitcoin, right? We'll see what happens here, right? We'll let it play out. You know what I mean? We'll let it play out. You'll see if we got the top or not. Like I said, sometimes you miss the top, and I missed the top slightly by, I missed the top a little bit. But we'll see if we can actually come back around and get it. I missed the top even on, I thought 17 was going to be the top for H bar, and it definitely was not the top for H bar. It was actually 17,352, and I got it at 17. That was I put a order in for that, and it hit. So yeah, but back to the news here. So we got obviously the ending of the week here, or the ending of the day. The Dow looks good. We're up 217 points. S&P 500 up 37 points. NASDAQ up 192. On top of that, dude, not only that, you had an NVIDIA out here, dude. It become the first $4 trillion company in the world right here, dude. At 190.5K, Bitcoin will flip NVIDIA. So 190,000 per Bitcoin will flip NVIDIA here at 4 trillion. And I do think that Bitcoin will eventually hit that 250K come this bull run. I mean, we're not that far away. We're not that far away. And so this will be very, very interesting to see how this plays out. But NVIDIA up, killing it right now. On top of that, right now, you had Peter Navarro come out here and say that the Fed should cut rates in July. He's calling for the Fed's cut rate. He calls Powell the worst chair in history, and I couldn't agree more. I think Jerome Powell is just not good for any market at this point, right? Rates should be down. We should be taking out mortgage rates. We should be able to refinance right now. There's so many things we should be able to do in the markets, and unfortunately, we just can't. We just can't right now because of everything going on here. So our next plan soon should be how to cash out. Yeah, you definitely got to learn how to cash out big time. BTC is going higher and XRP will fall because that's what happens every time. Yeah, XRP is going to go up, and you can see right now, XRP is coming down. I mean, the whole market's, definitely coming down right now. I mean, you can see H bar is back to almost 17. XRP fell back to 39. Like I said, our market value, where we're trying to push for this is a little bit of a fallback to, we're trying to push to 35. If we can hit 35 here in the next 4 hours, or even in the next probably 4 hours, it'd be nice. If this 4-hour candle came down, which usually we tend, even yesterday, dude, if you don't remember, we hit this peak up here and we came down about roughly 3%. We came down to 228 and then we came down to 225 right here over the last, this was on Monday. And then yesterday we came down about another 2%, right? It's a 2% game. Oh, that was actually 1% yesterday. Sorry, it's a 1%. But we're playing the 2% game, right? The 2% game puts us at roughly 237. I got it at 240, 340. So that puts me like right here, 240. We'll just say that. I mean, that my 2% puts me right at the fair value gap. So yeah, we're going to be sitting nice. Closing shorts means buying a higher price when one is selling. Yeah, that's what you're adding. You're buying the higher price, adding the money to it. So yeah, it's kind of wild when it plays out like that. So it looks like H bar is losing its steam as well. H bar, I had to adjust that just a little bit here, but H bar is losing some steam too. we could see, again, fair value gap right here on the 4 hour coming down to 16,665. I would not be shocked if this comes down and touches the top of the 16,690. And again, that could be a good spot to take some profit. That's probably sitting around roughly 2%, right? Let's just see if that's a 2% marker. Dude, it's literally right there at 2%. A little bit below. 2% is like roughly around 16.6. But yeah, I mean, very close. So right now, I technically should be back in the green on almost back in the green on H-bar. So yeah, a little patience pays off. Now we'll just have to sort of monitor Bitcoin. I'm up $220 on my XRP short. So look at how fast that switches, guys. We go from literally $400 down at the start of the stream, and 25 minutes later, we're up $222. So pretty crazy how things work out. Leverage is only down. Yeah, leveraging trading is the only way you could actually make a living. You're not at the mercy of the markets, just going in one direction for small gains. Yeah, that's all you got to do. We're just doing some small trades, right? I mean, you're trying to project the market going up, and then you try to project the market going down, and sometimes you miss. Like I said, I missed a little bit, and I was like, oh man, that's kind of sucky. But I mean, it's come back around. I mean, trust your gut on where these things are going. You can see where these things are going, dude. I mean, like if you've been in the market, that's why you got to get into market. You got to get into leverage trading, because you just follow the markets daily, and you start to see indicators. You start to see where things are going to go. You start to see trends, and you start to really know, like, hey, dude, this next 4 hour, which again, yesterday at 1 o'clock, what happened? The exact same thing that's happening today at 1 o'clock. And we're seeing that come down right now. So yeah. Now it's just a matter of, now that you're in the profits, it's just a matter of taking those profits when you get to those profits. So is there anything real back in this pump, or another just buy the rumor, sell the news? It's buy the, there's no, I mean, dude, honestly, it's probably the buy the rumor, sell the news. There's no fundamentals to why this is being bought. People are buying Bitcoin because Bitcoin obviously is the granddaddy of them all. We're seeing it go up. But when it comes to these altcoins and things like that, there's nothing really driving it outside of just people buying the cryptos that they're buying. So that's kind of where it's at. Stepping into grace. BTCC is giving money to trade when you join, right? Can you still shadow trade to practice after you put money in? Can you still get the special when you add money if you start shadow trading? No, you got to basically create a new account, stepping into grace. So if you create an account on BTCC and you add money, they'll give you the 10% for that money. But then if you go to try to add more money to that, you've already used your 10%. So that's why I said, like, personally, this is like just one way around it, is to go create another email. Some people don't want to do that, but just create another email and then, go and do that. I think a few people have actually done that now. So that's the best way around that. So can you still shadow trade to practice? Are you talking about for the demo side? Yeah, you could demo. If as long as you don't add money to it, you'll always get that 10%. As soon as you add money, you'll get the 10%. So that's kind of the whole goal behind it. I just have bought the low and hold, but to do some leverage, even only if it's small ones. Yeah, Top Paul. I mean, dude, like I said, you don't got to go crazy, bro. Like some people go insane. Like some people are putting 500Xs out here, 100Xs out here. Sometimes I'll do a 50X just for fun if I'm having a bored day. But 20X is kind of my max right now, and even 20X is stressful, dude. Like, I mean, my liquidation price is 249, right? This got all the way up to 243. So I mean, we're right on the verge of liquidation, on a $2,200, $2,300 margin. So I mean, even that's risky, right? I'm risking it right now. I'll be 100% honest, and I don't advise everyone to do the same thing that I'm doing. But we're trying to, like I said, we're playing the game today. Austin, can you show me the BTC support levels? Yeah, we could look at BTCC support levels here, or BTC support levels. So you can see right now, we got actually some decent, right now you can see this coming in. Looking pretty good. Where's my volume at? So look at that, dude. Look at how that lines up. Holy crap, dude. The top of the 236 right there on this one, the top of the 236 is a major support level right here. You can see this based off where this line is right here. Look at that volume node right there. That's a massive volume coming right across the 236. So, I mean, like this 107 is a very, very strong support level. The chances of this coming down and hitting this is, you can see over time this does happen. It comes back down and hits this, but we're not playing for that, dude. We're not playing for the 236 again. And I should have adjusted that a little bit, but the 2-3, we're not playing for that. What we're playing for is this one. We're playing for like the 110, somewhere in this ballpark on the 4 hour. You can see definitely there's massive support levels here. Another support level right here at the 108. Look at these levels: 105, 107, 108, and then 109. So you can see not a lot of support up here because this is now breaking new levels. It's going to probably, like I said, fall back down to the 110 level. if not fall back down to the 109 at some point during this fall, if we actually have a retracement, which we typically have retracements. So we got man, dude, thanks so much for being a member for 4 months, dude. Thank you so much, dude. Still holding my 125x at 99.1k. Gosh dang, man. What are you generating in terms of like your fees, dude? That's what I want to know. How are you generating a lot of the funding rate? How much are you paying in funding rate? Do they show you that? Win rate now is 50% on Bybit. That's what average win rate today for daily trading. That's not bad. 50% of your trades over 50% of your trades getting made. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, dude. The Bitcoin narrative is strong right now, and it directly contradicts the XRP narrative. It does. And there's people out there that, can go after both. Yeah. Let's see. They can't keep blaming the freaking tariffs when the inflation keeps dropping. Yeah, tariffs. I think tariffs are. You can see right now. I mean, dude, he just came out and made an announcement today, right? Or was it? I just had it up here, right? Philippines 20%, Brunei 25%, Moldova 25%, Algeria 30%, Iraq 30%, Libya 30%. I mean, like, he's come out and already smacked tariffs on these people, and the markets did not even react to it, dude. The markets positively reacted to this. Like, that's crazy to me. I mean, I just was not expecting the markets to act so positively. We were out here, betting with the market earlier, and knowing that we were anticipating the markets to go up, but at the same time, you're going, were these going to actually be, these tariffs going to be negative on the market? And, honestly, they were not. They were not negative on the market at all. So that tells me that the tariff discussion's baked in. There's nothing, unless like maybe August 1st when tariffs actually hit, that could cause a ripple. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Austin, this is my current short, 40x leverage, 238.57 liquidations, 246, target 235. All right, Andrew, gosh, damn. You're going hard with that 40x, bro. You're going hard with that 40x. You got me scared. Worked out nearly getting liquidated. Yeah, I wonder if Hoffman, I don't know if Hoffman's here. I wonder if he got out of his Solana. I know he was rattling through his Solana short today, dude, and I was like praying. I hope he didn't get literally obliterated. I haven't been in a Discord. Why would we want to own XRP in decentralized narrative era? Well, I mean, it's a blockchain. I think owning blockchains are important. Tennessee Ecoman, I don't know. I don't think he's resigned yet. There's been rumors that he's going to potentially resign. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. Dude. New all-time high is coming soon. Well, we just broke an all-time high on Bitcoin, bro. Live on stream, dude. We broke the all-time high. So that's fantastic to see. What do you think happens to BTC if it was found to be, I don't know, a CIA operative? It'll be fine, dude. I mean, that's crazy if they, there's nothing that, like it's unhackable. I mean, at this point, it's truly decentralized to some degree. I mean, it's become centralized over the last, little bit, but overall, I think it's gonna be just fine. Tariff talks are nothing but a negotiation. I think so too, dude. I got 25% short gains. Hell yeah, dude. It would suck if the market just crashes after day and didn't sell my position to buy back to lower prices. That's always what it comes down to. Crypto, good is that some people. What happens is that people are afraid to sell. They want more, right? They want more. And unfortunately, what happens when you do that is that you leave things on the table. You know what I mean? That's why it's important to like just set a percentage and just stick to the percentage. That's kind of what I've learned to help it, to be honest with you, is to do that, dude. So yeah, we'll see what happens. What's up, Lieutenant Ace 18? What's up, buddy? Good time. Long time no see, man. Hope all is well. All these upcoming ETFs want me to own Solana and XRP. Yeah. I need your help. All right. What do you need help with? What can I help you with? So yeah, Bitcoin's coming down 176 now, dude. So we're getting a little bit better on our 177, 176 for that. Our liquidation price on it's 115. I'm really not sweating that one. The price right now is 110.829. I bought it at 110.114. You can see my short right now on XRP is sitting around 2.4 is where I bought it. It's sitting at 238. I have roughly $45,000 sitting on $45,000 leveraging on XRP right now, dude. $45,000. Gosh dang, dude. Why'd I do that? Lowering rates now, it's a bad idea. The U.S. is a successful economy and shouldn't intimidate. I think what the goal with the lowering of the rates is really to help push. I think the lowering of the rates is like the big part of it is to help push down just people to be able to refinance and get lower rates on things. I think that's super important. I mean, at least for me, I know it is. We'll see. We're going to probably have a nice little run back here. You can see we come down and we filled up half of this candle right here. You can see we'll probably have a little bit of a pullback to maybe to the 240 here before we take the next step down. It usually tends to what happens here. We definitely came down, filled this fair value gap, almost hit the 237 right now. We'll see what happens here. This hour might continue to fall. I don't know. But usually this 4-hour window, we continue to come back down. I don't know if we'll dip down. If we dip below this 237, we could probably see next levels because there's not a lot of support here, which happened right over here at roughly 5 a.m. this morning. You can see a little bit of a doji candle right there. So that's not showing a lot of support. So lowering rates gives the U.S. a lower rate to pay back the debt. Yeah, that's another one too. Yeah. We should push back up on XRP to 244 and our big resistance. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens here, man. Like I said, I think so too. I don't know how far this goes down. Like I said, we're playing the game, and like I'm in a pretty big leverage right now. So I'm up $200. I'll probably end up putting a stop loss in here, where I walk away with like $100 or like that. If it goes back down, I'll probably end up doing something like that. But we'll see. We'll see how it plays out here in the next little bit. So 234 is definitely our support now. 234, yeah, you can see right here, 234. There's a nice little fair value gap at 234, which again, teach our own on where this goes on the 4-hour. The 12-hour is also showing us 234. You got the day chart out here, which a new day chart will show us probably another one right here around this little area right here around the 234. So you're going to have a lot of these fair value gaps aligning at the 234 level. Another top of the fair value gap right here at 234. So multiple fair value gaps on multiple hours indicating this. On top of that, you can see the 1 hour is coming down. 1 hour is coming down right now. The 4-hour is just peaked over here, and it's going to look like it's coming down on the 4-hour for XRP. And the 12-hour is literally breaching up here at 99.67. This thing has breached almost 100% here. Usually when we hit that, we tend to go downward. And then on top of that, the day chart. The day chart's been up here for quite some time now. It literally has just been capping out at 100%. So XRP is definitely in overpurchase territory. You can see how on the MACD, you can see how this thing has pulled away massively right now. This most likely, and when it pulls away like that, will come back down, probably touch again, and then work its way back up like that. But again, that's just me. That's just me saying that. Teach our own on that, man. Austin, that 1 day is not coming down. It's not. It's been. I mean, it's been resilient, dude. It's been super resilient. Like I said, last time that we were up this long up here was right over here, which is what we were drawing comparison to last year, 18 days over here. And let's actually, where's the measurement on this one? We'll do. And like I said, now we've been sitting up here at the top since right here, and we're right here. We're 15 days in at the top up here, right? 18 days last time we were over here at the top. Actually, tell you the truth, we should probably come down. We should probably go measure to here. You're talking. Is that 18 days? Was that 18 days? Did I measure that right? Let's go right here. Yeah, so we were at the top for 17 days, and currently we're at the top for almost 15 days, 14 days right now. So I mean, yeah, that's the longest we've been up there, was right around that same time frame. So yeah, pretty wild when you think about that. I mean, we're on the verge of, at least coming down to some degree where we start to reset somewhere in here. How far it goes down, I don't know. But there will be some form of relief here. And if anyone's telling you that this is going to continue to go up in price, and again, it very well could continue to go up in price today and into tomorrow, but eventually there will be a reset. And usually those resets, you can see reset, reset, reset. These are all resets right here. I mean, you could take all the measurements you want on these, and they'll tell you, right, 10%. What's this one? 10%, almost 10%, 9%, you know what I mean? So each of these have resets in here. So, I mean, even if you say, okay, let's go down, we're going to do a 10%, that puts you right back at 220, right? Not saying that's what we're going to do, but I mean, even if you take half that at 5%, dude, you've made a killing on a leverage trade, dude. It's that simple. So 232.89, yeah. It'll last longer with crypto week coming up, possibly 245. Yeah, 245. I mean, we could definitely rally out of these shorts are long lived, right? I mean, if you're in these shorts right now, just like yesterday, we're in the short for maybe 4 hours, right? I think it was a 4-hour window we were in the short. Now let's take a look at XLM, dude. XLM's definitely on a tear today. This thing was on a massive rally. Something else to consider, right? I mean, we have 4 hours coming in here. Perfect opportunity. If you short this at 29, dude, you're sitting in a perfect. Look at this, dude. The 2 peaks up here. We're on our way down right now. 12-hour has peaked out. It's at 100% right now. Even like right now, we know that this thing is peaked out. So like, your chances of like successfully, trading a short right now is, it's decently there, right? You might have to stomach through some ups and downs a little bit more, but I mean, that's actually not a bad leverage. That's actually not a bad one. You're hoping you come down to the 227 right there. And even when you look at the day chart, look at the day charts tapped out. So you got the day chart tapped out, the 12-hour tapped out. You got the 4-hour downturn. You got the 1-hour downturn. I mean, a lot of people can say, okay, let's go to the 15 minute. What's the 15 minutes doing? The 15 minutes downturning, right? And it's been downturning for like the last 2 hours. You can see that. So pretty crazy result right here. But I mean, I don't even go to the 15 minutes. Some people do. I'd really try to avoid that. But yeah, that's kind of where it's at, dude. But you can see, I mean, this is pretty crazy numbers right now. And as we're talking, XLM is declining. Too many retailers are bullish on XRP, just like September 29th. I know what's to come next. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of people out there like that. Be careful with the stop losses. Just had a candle pop up that would have taken out my BTC short. Yeah, a lot of these exchanges are out there hunting down stop losses. So, just realize that if you do put a stop loss in there, some of these exchanges definitely hunt down your stop losses. So be careful with that for sure. Thanks for putting out my comments. Sometimes we all get it right here and there. Yeah, no problem, dude. No problem. Yeah, dude, this is an interesting game to play. You know what I mean? It's fun when you're winning. It sucks when you're losing. But the goal is that as long as you, I don't know if I actually put some cyber remote on. Good. That's a good question. I don't know if I actually did that. Should I do that? Let's do that. All right, we'll see if that works. I don't know. I totally forgot to put it on. It's all good though. Oh yeah, I like XLM. I own XLM. Yeah, the markets have stopped reacting to Trump's tariff announcements. Yeah, I'm with you, dude. I think I'm kind of been liking that it's not really moving as much as it was before to his announcements for tariffs, because that was getting exhausting. The tariff discussions were exhausting. Yeah, we need to reset the RSI at the 12-hour in one day, so probably have 4 or 5 days of shorts. Maybe, yeah. I mean, we're going into the weekend right now. We're going into Friday, Thursday. Usually we start to cool down towards Thursday and Friday, but these last 2 weeks have not slowed down. These last 2 weeks we've actually been, I mean, you can see right here, we started back over here on June 22nd, Sunday, June 22nd. We've basically been on a tear upward since then, dude. I mean, we've been on a massive rally since, so how many days is that? We're talking roughly since here to here. I mean, we've been on 16 days. So, I mean, we're going on almost 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks of, positivity. So not a fan of XRP at all, only here because I like Austin Dizzy Gang. I appreciate that. We talk about a lot of things other than XRP. We talk about HBAR. HBAR is coming down right now. HBAR is a really good one right now. Like I said, we just tapped into this. Let's go to the 4 hour here. You can see, I mean, we're trying to tap into the 16697 right here. Is kind of where I'm going with HBAR. So, yeah, not everyone's going to like all the cryptos out here, but, we're trying to time the market. That's what we're trying to do here. So I appreciate that, dude. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. Interesting. I don't know. Let's go to subscriber. Let's do this. See if that worked. There we go. I don't know if that actually corrected or not, but we'll see. We'll see. Lots of FUD going around about ZBAC. Any truth in it? I have no idea, dude. Like I said, I never even looked into ZBAC. To be honest with you guys, I never looked into it. I have a lot of people here who like it. A lot of people on the A team that enjoy it. I'm not here to talk bad about a project. I don't know what they got going on. I hope that they're doing good. I hope that they continue to do what they need to do. People still FUD XRP. Yeah, they do. I mean, you got a lot of the Bitcoin max out here. Damn, Microstat now has 24 billion in unrealized gains. Gosh, dang. Let's see. So I can't seem to find the market on my bags. I prefer to just hodl until it gets to where I'm hoping. I keep buying dips, but Coinbase fees or any exchange fees doesn't make it worth it. Yeah, Michael, you got to go. You got to go to BTCC, dude. You got to go. You got to go to a perpetuals trading side. If you do the perpetuals, you're going to pay significantly less fees than day trading on the actual Coinbase exchange. You got to get into the perpetual side, dude. It'll make life a lot easier. You're paying a lot less fees. You're talking like $2-3. You know what I mean? Even less than that, depending on the size of your trade. I think I'm like on my $2,000 trade right now. If I sold this, I'd probably pay close to like $9, I think, in fees. So that's not that bad. That's not that bad on $2,000. So you definitely gotta do something like the BTC Max. They're annoying. ZBEC 44% today. Are you up 44% on ZBEC today? That's good, dude. Where's Dave? No Daves today, dude. Market's looking good. When the markets look good, all the Daves go away. You get no Daves on a pump day. You only get Daves when the market's in the red. If I throw $100 to leverage, how much can I make to say a 3% gain on $100 is probably, I mean, you're making probably a 3% gain on $100 is probably, dude. Well, we could play it out. Let's play it out here. So like you can just see right now, I made 200 on a 2,000. So yeah, you're making probably close to, well, that's a 3%. That's a 3% drop. So let me do the math here. Let me zoom out of this real quick. Sorry, I got to zoom out. Let's do the math here. So we've fallen. So I bought in. Let me go back to let's do it with XRP. We'll do it on the exchange here. So I bought in at 240. I bought in at 240. Oops. 240, and we're only up 0.34%, and I'm already at $153. So we're already at 6% for every point, you're going up 5% for every 0.3, give or take, right? 5% for every 0.3, you're going up 5%. So I mean, 5, 10, 15, 20. I don't know. You're probably going to make on $100. You'll probably make $25, bro. $100 in, you're probably make $25. No, it won't be $3. It doesn't work like that. Because you're looking at the percentages. It depends on your leverage too. Sorry. It depends on your leverage. So let's just put that out there. It depends on your leverage. Yeah. Yeah, it's 60. So 20x leverage on $100 is $60. Yeah. Is $60. Yeah, it depends on your leverage. I was trying to do it off my leverage here. So yeah, you're talking. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, based off your leverage, I guess I should ask that question. Yeah, I'm looking at my leverage here. Sorry, was running kids around. What did I miss? Oh, nothing, dude. Hope you're coping with. Yeah, appreciate that, AirSent. What's up, Hogzilla? Good to see you, man. Can someone please sponsor for a membership? Are you shorting? Yes, I'm shorting right now. Yeah, and we'll see what happens here. Like I said, markets are looking, they're pretty up and down right now. I'm down just a little bit. I've come down pretty. I was down pretty good earlier. Been able to get back into this, but we know that even. Let's go back to XRP. Like XRP is probably going to come back up here and settle somewhere around here in the next this hour chart here. So we're ending the hour here in about 12 minutes. So usually we pick up steam towards the end of the hour. So we'll probably come up and open up a new one right around 240. I'd say like 240 could probably be where the next candle grows, and we'll see what actually happens here. And if not, we keep going down. That's fine. If we keep going down to like 237 maybe would be nice, but yeah, we'll see what happens. $100 leverage trade is enough if you study charts and finding the best setups. And then people are lazy and call the rest of us gamblers. Yeah, the $100. I mean, there's been a ton of people on the A team that have put $50, $100, and they've been able to grow their bags nicely, dude. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, it's kind of badass. Grant, thanks so much for gifting 5 memberships to the A team. If Grant gifted you a membership, please say thank you to Grant. And yeah, appreciate that a ton, man. Welcome to the A team, and definitely go join that Discord. Al, what platform are you trading on? BTCC. If you go to if you go right up here to my name, you click on that. It's actually it's like right below my name. I put the link right there for anyone that wants to click on it. That's the platform I use, and it's because it's a non KYC, no VPN, and I can use it here in Washington State. And it's very hard to find perpetual trading here in Washington, so I took it. Waiting for the 100K. Thank you for the membership. Oh, Anthony Hockin, what's up, my guy? Good to see you, man. Waiting on the 108K retest. Okay. Yeah, they did. We saw that. We were live. We just started streaming, dude, when it went live. So yeah, pretty wild, dude. Do you ever use MEXC? I used to, dude. I used to be able to use MEXC here in Washington. That was one of the few. Binance.us and MEXC were the two that I could use. And then when Washington did all the restrictions on crypto, they MEXC went bye-bye, and so did KuCoin, and so did Binance.us. So yeah, MEXC used to be a big one. It's all good, Anthony. Good to see you, man. Yeah, we're starting to come back up here. Like I said, we could probably push back up to the 240 here, and then push back down. Don't hate me. No, if you were scared to lose $100 and trade less, or just do demo trading, people will complain about leverage trading, but spend $8 at Starbucks looking at you, Austin. Yeah, but I don't complain about margin trading. And it's only 473. I spent $4.73 on an iced Americano, bro. So, yep, H bar starting to come back up, down about $60 on that one. Still up about $66. I should have put my stop loss in, but it's okay. We're going to continue to ride this one out. We'll have fun with this one. And then Bitcoin's down about $170. Nothing too crazy. Come join the Discord, guys. ATM, a lot of us fun in here. Yeah, definitely, Gabe. 100%. It's been great over there. 400 XRP at 212. Wish I could afford more, but I'm happy. Dude, that's great that you're just a part of it, man. 90 nuts. That's good. What do you trade on? Yeah, sorry, I didn't see that. What is crypto up today? Why is crypto up today? Well, crypto's up today because the markets, just been a lot of positivity in the markets, man. Fed's coming out releasing that we're going to definitely have some rate cuts coming up. And on top of that, we had the tariffs that didn't really affect a whole lot. So yeah, this came up and hit 240 again and just bounced off of the almost at 240. It was like 23999. So we'll see. We have basically 8 minutes left on this little hour candle right here. We just hit 240. So definitely came back up, probably fill up half of this, usually about half the candle, and then we'll start the new wick. So a ton of leverage at 110K. This will be tough to get through, maybe. We'll see. We'll see what it does, man. Yeah, I had KuCoin that bummed me out. It worked for me, made money on that platform. Yeah, KuCoin was not a bad platform, dude. KuCoin was not bad at all. Probably not going to go up anymore today because it has already gone up. The charts are showing us, the hour's coming down right now. The 4 hour is starting to, definitely peaked right here. We'll definitely find out at 5 o'clock where this goes. The 12 hours, it's tapping out, and the day chart is definitely, it's been tapping out. But yeah, this next hour is going to be a big one. This next 4 hours are going to be good. We'll really start to see where we're at. I liked how you could mine ETH with KuCoin. Oh, really? You could? I didn't know you could do that. Did not know you could do that. My average price of acquisition for XRP is 85. That's pretty good, guy. Yeah. BTC is not non-KYC. Yeah, Dizzy Gang. Non-KYC, no VPN, dude. It's been great. You just basically put in your email address, any email address, and that's why I have that link up there, so you can take advantage of the 10%. And all you got to do, if you want to do it multiple times, just create multiple emails. It's all based off emails, dude. And then you just deposit the money on there. They hold your money for I think it's 48 hours. So if you put $1,000 on there, you have to have it on there for, I think, 24 to 48 hours before they give you the 10% bonus. And then they give you the 10% bonus and you're ready to rock and roll. Is XRP coming back to retest? This movement is wild. Yeah, we knew that, like I said, if you go back and look at the hour right here, usually these candles come up and you can see right here, it usually comes up and kind of fills that void, right? So this could come back up and start we got 5 minutes left, but this could come up in 240, 243.4 and fill up this little thing before we get the next one. Maybe not. But usually half these candles get filled, right? You can see right here, right? We come down and then we get filled up or we expand beyond it. Here's a good example, right? Comes up halfway through. So, it all depends. But yeah, usually these candles play that way. So we'll see. This one right here, we had a pump and then it came down, filled up half of this. Then we pumped, and then it came down. So yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely see. It's definitely filled up on this 4 hour. It's come back. But again, not a lot of support right here at this last 4 hour on the 5 a.m. this morning. Look at that, dude. Really undecided. Then it pumped, and now we're coming down. So we'll see where this goes. hey, do you pay tax on the crypto you make when using BTC? Yeah, you're gonna have to, you know, it's always up to you to claim your taxes, right? It's always up to you to do that. So yeah, definitely go put in that address, or you know, follow your transactions and get a report at the end of the year, so you can track your taxes. But I mean, yeah, your taxes are up to you if you want to be in compliance or not. 10% in any amount. Yeah, just as long as you put in. So like if you put in like I transferred over like USDT, just because USDT is what they trade on the platform. Some people have like transferred over XRP and stuff like that. Like I don't like doing that. I just transferred over Tether, and then yeah. And so if you put over, you know, like $100, they're gonna give you $10, right? If you transfer over 1,000, they'll give you 100. If you transfer over 10,000, they're gonna give you 1,000. I like the way you respond to the questions and comments. Thank you to keep it up. Oh yeah, Santino, no problem, man. That's why I tried to do that. Meredith, long time no see, Meredith. Hope all is well with you. We got 5 minutes to close out the hour here, and at this 5 hour mark, in 5 minutes I will be jumping off. I have a hard close at 2 o'clock. I got to get on a call for some business. I got a business call actually at 2 o'clock that I got to jump onto. So that should be fun. We'll see how that goes. IRS will have to find me first. I don't know if I want to play that game. I don't know if I want to play the game of the IRS trying to find me or not. I just pay my taxes and yeah, don't even think anything about it. I just pay them and it is what it is, dude. I complain every year. I get pissed off. I want to, you know, punch out windows for how much I have to pay, but I pay it and I just suck it up, and there's where we're at. Hey, what's up, Oscar? Good to see you, man. What's up, bud? Send it. Yeah, dude. We're looking pretty good today. You know, the markets look really good. And I'm super pumped. Good to see you, Oscar. Hope all is well, my friend. IRS will have to find me. Peace out, Mr. Business. Kenny Woo. Peace out to you too. Doing that today, free money and Coinbase. Yeah, you just got to make sure it takes like 48 hours or so to settle. So, you know, if you move your money over there and then within 24 hours you move it off, like they won't grant it for you. So you got to actually do it and put and leave it over there. You know, I mean, that's the deal. You know, some people think they can like move money over there and then like 24 minutes later, or, you know, like an hour later, they can transfer it off. That's just not how it works. At 120K BTC, 1.5 billion in shorts will be liquidated. Yeah, I mean, 120 million 120K BTCC is quite crazy, dude. Tennessee, man, I love you too, man. You're always been here, dude. Long time. You trust Beast? I mean, I have a lot of money on there. Yeah, I've been trading pretty heavily on there. I mean, right now I have what? Almost $4,500 on there, you know. I mean, a decent amount of money on there. I did not realize how big it's a big deal, dude. Just look up Paxos. Just look up like Paxos, PAXOS, and BNB, dude. Pretty wild how that whole thing played out. Even though Paxos no longer is no longer using BUSD. BSD got pretty much annihilated when CZ went to jail, but it was a big deal, and it's still, you know, it's kind of crazy how that's kind of where this is too. So I just want to pay $1 million in taxes means I made more money. It is kind of a cruel world. 3 hours was great. Yeah, a lot of pump today, dude. A lot of people made money off of this rally, dude. Have a blessed day. See you in the Discord. You too, Crypto Mimi. Good luck with your biz call. I appreciate you stepping into grace. Yeah, it should be fun. BTC, yeah, the dominance is coming down. Yeah, dominance is coming down. I mean, usually when the dominance comes down, that's good for altcoins, right? Austin, I think a good level for people to watch it retrace the prior is 232 before the next leg. Could be, Soul. It very well could be. So we'll yeah, this next hour is going to be very interesting. I'm kind of excited for it. We're hanging on. We're going to have some fun. Like I said, my shorts, I still am at 17,007 for short on HBAR. I'm down about $46. I got $800 leveraged at a 20x for that one. I got Bitcoin. I got about $1,376 leveraged on Bitcoin at a 20x. I'm about down $132 on that one. And then I got about $2,300 on a 20x leverage for XRP at, and I'm up about $139. So I got a lot of money out here leveraged away, almost close to what, almost $4,000 in shorts leverage right now. So quite kind of crazy, dude. Yeah. Shout out to Oscar. Yeah. Appreciate you showing up and showing out, man. As always coming in here showing love, dude. Couldn't be more appreciative of that. So, but yeah, we're going to be wrapping it up here. The hour's closing here in literally 33 minutes. So this will be very, very interesting here. We got Min coming in here hot with the $5 at the end of this. I took a scalp at 125x at 109 and took the 50% profit. Damn, bro. That is awesome, dude. 109K and took the 50%. Dude, that's what I'm talking about, bro. 50. Thanks so much for the $5 super chat, man. And letting us know that. That's freaking awesome, dude. Congrats on that. But here's the new hour. Here's a new hour coming in here. New hour starting right now. At least it should be starting right now. So this will be interesting to see how we build out of this one. Here we go. New hour building in. It's probably going to come down slightly. We'll see what happens. So with all that, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you guys a ton. We're going to continue to follow this and see where it goes. So with all that, love you guys a ton. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're out. Peace out, everyone.